Hi, my name is Grace and this is my helper Katie, and in this video we are going to be going over some basic skills that you can teach your child in a lake or a small kiddie pool. The first thing we're going to be going over are our floats. So first we're going to start off with a front float. In this video we're going to be going over skills to do independently, so no support from a parent. So in a front float you want to make sure your arms are out like a T or airplane, and chin is down looking towards your belly button, feet together, face submerged in the water. This is a good skill to practice blowing bubbles through your nose so no water gets into the nose. And if they do need a little bit of support, you can go one hand underneath the tummy and then go to 2 fingers, 3 fingers, whatever. Next is a back float, and with this one, it's similar to a front float, so arms out like a T, feet together, and for this one you want your chin back and you want to look up at the sky and have your ears in the water. So with this one it's important that the tummy is up almost above the water, and again if they need support, have one hand under the back and you can go down to 3 fingers, 2 fingers, and then they should feel more comfortable to do it by themselves. The next thing is a front glide, and with this one you want to have your arms in a streamlined position, so one hand on top of the other, wrap a thumb around, and straight arms, squeeze your head with your shoulders if possible, and then have your face in the water. You want to have straight legs and pointed toes when you are kicking. If they need support, again, you can just hold their hands with this one, but the goal is to have them do it by themselves. Moving might be a little difficult with this one due to space, but if you are able to move, go for it. But if not, focus in on getting the proper arm technique and kicking technique when doing a glide. The next thing that we're going to do is a back glide. So similar to a front glide, you're gonna do same arms in a streamlined position, squeeze your head with your arms if possible, and then you wanna have your chin back on this one, tummy to the sky, and when you're kicking, you want straight legs and pointed toes. Again, if your child needs help with this, you can just put one hand underneath their back and have them float on your hand. But the goal is, again, to do this by themselves. And if moving is difficult with this because of space, you can focus in on doing the proper arm technique for a glide and the proper kicking technique when you're gliding across the water. The next thing we're gonna do is a rollover. So this is when you're doing a front float and then you flip to your back float, or back float to front float. If you're starting on your front, you wanna have the proper floating position. So arms out in a T or airplane, whatever you'd like to say. Chin down, looking towards your belly button, and feet together, and face submerged in the water. And for this one, they're gonna do it by themselves. From their front float, you're going to tap their shoulder, and this will signify for them to flip over to their back onto their back float position. So with their back float, you want to make sure that arms are out like an airplane, chin back, and push their tummy to the sky. When starting on their back, same thing, good back float position, tap their shoulder, and they will know to flip to their tummy. And the last thing we're going to go through is freestyle, and this is a great stroke. It's the easiest stroke to do, and it's perfect to keep your kids safe in the water. For this one, you want to have big arms, go all the way around. So start with 2 arms forward, go all the way back, brush your sides, make a circle, and back down into the water. Same thing, all the way back into the water. If your kid were to ever get tired in the water, it's important that they know to roll to their back and just float on their back, because that way they can get good breaths in and they can relax for a little bit before going back to swimming. Thank you for watching. We hope that these skills help you and your child feel more safe in the water.